What's up guys, Intentional back with yet another video, and today I figured we would talk about ways you can start preparing for TBC Classic. And although we do have a lot of time before it actually launches, this will simply give you more time to be prepared and frankly give you something to do. If you're like me, you might be a little burnt out on WoW and are simply raid logging. So it's nice to get some goals going and have a list you can check off before the launch. So without any further ado, let's just hop into it. Number 1. Dark Ruins / Demonic Ruins. Now this is exclusive to mana users, however you mainly can probably benefit from farming these as well. You see in TBC, there really isn't an alternative to these items. You have Drums of Restoration, but these require you to have leatherworking to use them or have a party member with leatherworking actually use them, and it's just not really practical. And although our numbers do increase and the amount of mana gained from these runes seems less, it's still a mana gain on a different cooldown than actual mana potions. So make sure to stock up on as many of them as you can. Sure, it might be easier to farm them in TBC, with you being able to actually solo Skull and Lance and not have to compete with others, but why farm them later when you could just start doing it now or even after you're done raiding Naxxramas? Or if you want to profit off the lazy people saying that they will farm it in TBC, then just start collecting as many Dark Runes now and save them for the auction house. Number 2, make sure you have a guild secured. Now this might come to a surprise to many of you, because you may be in the same guild that you started Classic with and actually plan on moving into TBC with them. However, raids are getting smaller in TBC, with them only being 25 mans and 10 mans. If you have a full raid of 40 people, you have two choices. Drop 15 people to get one 25 man team going, or recruit 10 plus more people to secure two 25 man teams. Unfortunately, many guilds are going to choose to cut down instead of trying to recruit, because it's just easier. Not only that, but some guilds are going to die after raiding Naxx for a bit. I've talked about this in a couple videos now. But the burnout is real. People will stop raiding and take a break before the expansion comes out. If guilds don't get a solid plan going for TBC and just slowly fade to the point where only 1 or 2 people are on at peak times, well, that's an issue. So just make sure to get a guild that has a solid plan and secure your raid spot for the Burning Crusade. Number 3, get your professions set. Now you may have your professions already leveled up and might actually have some rare recipes. However, are those the professions you want to keep into the Burning Crusade? There are many changes coming to all of them, and some are looking to be raiding meta over others. Not only that, but we have an introduction of a new profession, jewel crafting, and this might interest you. There are tons of sources to find the differences between all of them, and I myself plan on making videos for them all. But make sure to save yourself the headache and cap what professions you are looking to have in TBC right now. Why wait till level 70 to drop your professions and then re-level them? It just doesn't make sense. Number 4, make sure you have your consumables ready. All of the consumes you use now do not become irrelevant with the release of TBC. They are still strong and could really help out during your leveling experience and throughout dungeons. Now you don't have to have a huge stockpile of consumes at your ready, but I'd say enough to reach level 70 would be nice, making the leveling journey pretty smooth. On top of that, if you are looking to just grind through dungeons all the way up, well, consumes would not only be a huge benefit for yourself, but the group as a whole. Now I know this doesn't seem like the biggest tip, but many people don't actually use consumes during the leveling portion of an expansion, so make sure you do. For number 5, we have gold. Now all of you knew this was coming, but let's be real, most of you guys are broke bitches. And that's okay, but TBC has a really big gold sink in it. Flying mounts. In total, if you want to get your max flying speed and a flying mount, it will cost you a total of 6,100 gold. Now this does include both the blue and purple mount because I'm assuming you wouldn't go straight into the epic flying. Either way, it's a crap ton of gold, and this doesn't even bring into account anything else, just flying. For example, you'll have some gold be pushed into your professions, or maybe you want to buy some mats to finish your crafting sets, and say you don't have an alchemist / herbalist ready for consumes for raids, well, you're going to have to buy whatever you need for those raids. So instead of worrying about getting all of that gold in TBC, just do it now. And if you have a mage, it's actually better to AoE farm now because in TBC the AoE cap will be put into effect, meaning AoE grinding is just not as good. So yes, I recommend getting a nice cash stack going. Does it have to be crazy like 10k? Well, that would surely work of course, but I'd say having around 2k just sitting would be a nice starting point for TBC. But anyhow, those were my 5 suggestions for getting prepared for the Burning Crusade. What other suggestions would you guys recommend? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, then hit that like button, it really does help me as a content creator. And if you want to see more from me, then hit that sub button. Make sure to have a good day, and peace.